Good evening. Thanks for joining us for Source 16 News at 10. I'm Tammy Hancock. Sad news out of Fort Campbell tonight. Military officials report a 101st Airborne Division soldier was killed Wednesday by an improvised explosive device while on foot patrol in Afghanistan. 20-year-old Corporal Loren Miles Buffalo of Mountain Pike, Arkansas, was a cavalry scout assigned to Bravo Troop, 1st Squadron, 75th Cavalry Regiment, 2nd Brigade Combat Team. He joined the Army in May 2009 and arrived at Fort Campbell in October 2009. A special reception was held tonight at the James E. Bruce Convention Center to recognize over 30 Christian County Cares 2015 donors and stakeholders. Chairman David Potasic updated attendees about current donation levels.
We have exceeded our goal with $810,000 in cash pledges to date. And a total of $1,046,500 combined with in-kind donations, which are extremely meaningful in terms of coverage by media, donated time from folks who are working on our plan. That's absolutely huge. So I think the answer is yes, our community does support us. They have rolled out financially to put their money where their mouths are, so to speak.
J.D. Stewart Medical Center donated the highest amount so far, who pledged to donate $50,000 each year for over 5 years.
The board is leading our hospital in this effort, and they did that based on the knowledge that those things that work to grow our community helps our hospital grow. Those things that we do as a community that support our schools also help support the quality of workforce and the credentialing of the people that take care of our patients on a day-to-day basis.
In addition, the second highest donation level came from Planters Bank, who pledged to donate $10,000 each year for over 5 years. Well, it's peak severe weather season during April and May across our region, and you've probably heard about being prepared if a tornado hits your home. But what about at your church? That's what many Marshall County residents learned at today's church tornado awareness and planning meeting at Mount Carmel United Methodist Church in Benton. With this weekend being declared Church Tornado Awareness Weekend by the Western Division of the Kentucky Weather Preparedness Committee, Warning Coordination meteorologist and KWPC Chair Rick Shanklin says the first step in having a plan at your congregation is getting the warning.
You have to know that there's a danger before you take action. So that was another major emphasis this afternoon, is have a weather radio or have some means of monitoring the weather, especially if it's forecast to be bad that day, and then take action.
The Marshall County Volunteer Organization's Active Disaster Organization supplied weather radios for residents to take back to their churches and prepare a severe weather plan of their own.
A lot of times programs are going on with noise and all that won't be able to hear outside sirens, and this way they're able to be pre-warned of an incident.
The Mount Carmel United Methodist Church, where today's meeting was held, recently celebrated the 5th year anniversary of a F3 tornado that hit adjacent to the church on November 15, 2005. Hundreds of Hopkinsville residents turned out tonight to this year's Youth Art Month exhibit. The Young Masters exhibit features artworks from over 200 Christian County students in public, private, and home schools. The local masterpieces included one-of-a-kind drawings, watercolors, collages, and photography. A reception and recognition ceremony was also held in honor of the local students. Pennyroyal Arts Council member and Education Committee Chair Maggie Selvage explains why it was important for the Arts Council to showcase local talent.
Well, it's a yearly project that the Arts Council sponsors, and they ask all the local art teachers to submit works from their students. So this is a representative showing from the students at each of the local schools. You know, every child in the school is not represented here, but the ones that the art teacher chose are the ones who are hung here.
Selvage adds she is very impressed with this year's artwork.
I think it's great. I mean, it's just really impressive. So many different mediums and styles, you know, from kindergarten all the way through seniors in high school. So it's a wide range, and it's very entertaining and as well as enjoyable and pretty.
The event was presented by the Pennyroyal Arts Council and was sponsored by the Hopkinsville Kiwanis Club and is open to the public and will remain on display at Hopkinsville Community College until March 30th. Jenny Stewart Medical Center's Occupational Medicine Clinic is now a proud member of the Hopkinsville Christian County Chamber of Commerce. Chamber officials hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony this morning at the 222 West 18th Street Clinic to celebrate the new partnership. Vice President of Clinical Services Deborah Bauer says she is thrilled about the new partnership.
Well, Jenny Stewart Medical Center has always been a chamber member and a very strong chamber supporter. As an occupational medicine center, we are going to have a presence independent of the hospital out on the bypass eventually. This is our temporary location. So we wanted to make sure we had the chamber resources available to us to be able to support and market.
The clinic provides injury prevention and other on-site services to area businesses and industries. A local state trooper was one of 7 Kentucky State Police troopers honored today for going above and beyond the call of duty to make our highways safer. Trooper Nathan Klinkenbeard, a 2-year veteran with the Mayfield Post, received the Excellence in Highway Safety Award for Occupant Protection. Trooper Klinkenbeard, standing here in the middle, wrote 482 seatbelt citations in 2010. He resides in Cadiz with his wife and 2 children and is a native of Hopkinsville. The Excellence in Highway Safety Awards are based upon the highest number of occupant protection, speed, driving under the influence, commercial motor vehicle citations, written and educational programs provided during 2010. The awards ceremony was held today at Kentucky State Police Headquarters in Frankfort. The Mayfield Fire Department in Graves County is receiving federal funding to help protect the health and safety of local residents. 1st District Congressman Ed Whitfield has announced that the Mayfield Fire Department received around $91,000 in Assistance to Firefighters Grants, or AFG, from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The grant funds will be used by the Mayfield Fire Department for operations and safety expenses. The grants are awarded through a competitive process overseen by fire service experts. Applications are reviewed on how the funds will fulfill the top priorities of the AFG program, which are operations and safety and vehicle acquisition. A 101st Airborne Division Rakkasan Company commander has received the 2010 General Douglas MacArthur Leadership Award. U.S. Army Captain Joshua Powers, commander of A Company, 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, received the recognition for his leadership abilities both at home and while deployed in Afghanistan. Fort Campbell officials say the 2004 Virginia Military Institute graduate demonstrated outstanding leadership while commanding A Company and brought essential company-level leadership skills to bear through the preparation and execution phases of Task Force Iron Rakkasan's year-long mission to Afghanistan. Powers, a native of Atlanta, Georgia, was one of 14 active duty officers selected for the award. 3 Hopkins County residents were injured in a head-on collision on Isley Road in Earlington yesterday afternoon. The Hopkins County Sheriff's Department reports 19-year-old Sean Brandon of Dawson Springs was driving west on Kentucky 112 Isley Road when he lost control of his car around the 2700 block and crashed head-on into a vehicle driven by 31-year-old Bridget Williams of Earlington. Brandon, Williams, and her passenger, 36-year-old Steve Gray of Dawson Springs, were transported to Regional Medical Center in Madisonville, where they were all treated and released. Authorities report Isley Road was closed for about 35 minutes to clean up the accident scene. The Sheriff's Department was assisted at the scene by the Earlington Fire Department. A Benton man was arrested on several drug charges after being stopped for a traffic violation. A Marshall County Sheriff's deputy pulled over 41-year-old Lee M. Farmer on Murray Highway due to his trailer not having working taillights and because the vehicle had crossed the center line a few times. Once Farmer was stopped, the deputy found methamphetamine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia on him. After Farmer consented to a search of his residence, police reportedly found items consistent with manufacturing meth. Farmer was taken into custody and charged with first and second degree possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia, prescription controlled substance not in proper container, unlawful possession of meth precursor, and a couple of traffic violations. Farmer was taken into custody and lodged in the Marshall County Jail. An unidentified man is in critical condition after being flown to a Nashville hospital early this morning when he was injured in a freak accident. According to Clarksville police, the FACT team was called out to Heritage Point Circle apartment complex in the Exit 1 area off a Tiny Town Road around 3:15, where a U-Haul had gotten stuck in the mud while trying to turn around. In an attempt to get the U-Haul free, police say it hit a dumpster and the dumpster hit a man, causing a metal bar on the dumpster to break free and impale the man in the upper chest. The man was flown from the scene to Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Clarksville police are continuing to investigate the accident. Well, come out and join Big Brothers Big Sisters of West Kentucky this Saturday as they kick off their 37th annual Bowl for Kids' Sake. Executive Director James Willey says Saturday's Bowl for Kids' Sake is a major fundraising event for the organization.
Where will all this money go towards?
It goes to funding the mentoring program in Christian County. The mentoring program is basically what we do is first of all, we recruit adult volunteers.
In addition, the executive director says there is still plenty of time to register for the bowling extravaganza and that any business or area resident is encouraged to participate.
We have teams come from businesses, teams come from other organizations, teams come from churches, teams come from neighborhood associations. We have a variety of sources where teams are formed.
The Bowl for Kids' Sake event will be held at Indian Hills Bowling Center at 3001 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville. If you would like to register your organization for Saturday's Bowl for Kids' Sake, contact the organization at 270-886-8172. Well, One Hopkinsville Church is giving back to our community. New Work Fellowship on Canton Pike is hosting a benefit Christian rock concert tomorrow night featuring the popular bands Hearts of Saints and Casey Burke's band.
Hearts of Saints, they've gotten a lot of publicity lately. They got an album on iTunes. It's looking pretty popular. Great band. Admission is $3 and one canned good at the door.
All the proceeds will go to the Challenge House Foundation and donated canned food items will go to the Aaron McNeil House. Pastor of Media Admissions at New Work Fellowship, Willis Adkins, says they are constantly looking for ways to get outside of the box and to reach out to our community. The Heart of Saints concert is at 6:30 tomorrow night at New Work Fellowship on Canton Pike. Again, admission is $3 and one canned good. Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $151 million and Saturday's Powerball jackpot is $54 million.